They've taken you down.
They've taken me off the disabled list. I'm no longer on the disabled list. I'm like, they're like, you're able-bodied. I'm like, with a swagger.
Jeff Griffin has accomplished extraordinary things. He played in the 2004 Paralympic Games in Athens, Greece, and is a silver medalist for the USA men's wheelchair basketball team. Jeff played in the National Wheelchair Basketball Association as a national champion and a 4-time All-Star MVP. He was the #1 men's wheelchair tennis player in Utah and won the St. George Marathon. Jeff also has 2 Guinness Book of World Records, and I got to sit by Jeff at dinner, and so I got to hear about his world records. He's also has an award-winning book titled IMPOSSIBLE, Desire, Dream, Do. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Griffin.
Hi there. I am the best speaker you have never heard of yet. Some people have compared me to Tony Robbins, but at the fraction of the price. Others have compared me as motivating as David Goggins, without the mouth. Others have said that I'm inspiring as John Maxwell. But I like to believe that they are them and I am me, and the world needs me. The world needs this transformational message and life-altering experience. I'm in a wheelchair. I've been given a 0% chance of ever walking, standing, and moving my legs again. But I've learned over these years that most of us, if not all of us, are paralyzed from the demons of doubt, fear, and complacency. And with my message, I help and inspire these people to believe in themselves, to get up, to get out, and to chase down their own dreams, to orchestrate the song that sings inside their soul, to weave that tapestry of dream that's going to hang on somebody else's social media wall. We cause people to laugh, we cause people to cry, but more importantly, we cause people to believe in themselves. So, go take a look, see what you think. Love to be a part of your next event.
My desire was to walk out of the hospital. It didn't happen. In fact, it took me 15 minutes to get from my chair into the van with the aid of a wooden plank. When I got home, I'm like, 6 months, that's my desire. 6 months came and went. 1 year is my desire. 1 year came and went. A lot of people came up to me like, Griff, your dream is delusional. It's been over 20 years, you guys. It's been over 20 years, and the experts told me that I would never walk or stand again. Vince Lombardi said that man cannot dream himself into character, he must hammer and forge one for himself. I didn't walk when I left the hospital. In fact, 2 years went by. My grandmother lived with us, and she got around the house with a walker. I finally was able to feel something, my muscle twitch right there in my hips. So I grabbed the walker from my grandmother. She was sitting down at the time. And I got up, and I focused on what I could do, not what I couldn't do. And I lifted my hip, flipped it forward, flopped it down, lifted my hip, flipped it forward, flopped it down. I went the distance of the parallel bars, and it took me half an hour to get there. I turned around, I'm like, help? She's like, I'm in this lazy boy. Return trip was an hour. I eventually got to the door. I went out the door. I got to the road. I went down the road, and my neighbor would say, Griff, you were moving so fast, I had to put my hand up to see if you were moving at all. What we do today on a regular basis was once deemed impossible in the past. My question to you now is, are you ready and willing to take the steps necessary to change your present to improve your future? There's a casual way and a careful way. Which way do you want to take? Made it. Have you ever seen anyone walk with such swagger? No, in all seriousness, we can conduct and orchestrate the song that sings to our soul. We can get to that door. We can open it up. We can go through it. We can chase down our dreams, even at a snail's pace. Dreams do come true if you have a definite desire, dedication, and determination to do, even while dealing with disappointments. Attitude determines altitude. How high are you ready to fly? A journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. So take that step and fly as high as you possibly can imagine. Impossible? You're possible. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You know, if I were an organization or a business and I was bringing somebody in with credibility that had to do with leadership, somebody could get on stage and my people might listen and actually want to change and do something different and better. Jeff has that presence about him on a stage. His principles are rock solid. His style, his approach is engaging. People will listen to Jeff, and I actually believe they'll change.
I did go from 6'1" to 4'7". And there is an elephant in the room that we're going to address, right? But because I went from 6'1" to 4'7", I see things different. And I've learned that different isn't always better, but better is always different. And so if we want to make things better, we're going to have to think different. Absolutely. And before I start, I just want to say that there is power in organized effort. So Jimmy Rex, where are you? Thank you for organizing this group of men. Can we give Jimmy a round of applause there? Thanks, Jimmy, for this opportunity to be here. Some of you guys are like, dude, why are you in a wheelchair? You're like, address the elephant already about how good looking I am. No, but seriously, I come rolling on stage and I address the elephant in the room and I am in a wheelchair. If you didn't know that, you have more problems than I do. Some of you guys don't know if you should laugh at that or you're like, can we laugh at that or should I cry, man? I don't know. I mean, is he feeling sorry for himself? No, but if you don't recognize that, you have more problems than I do. But yes, I am in a wheelchair. I come rolling out on the stage and I'm like, hey, listen, I may be physically paralyzed, but I believe most of us, if not all of us, are paralyzed from the demons of doubt, fear, and complacency. And that can be hidden much easier than a guy in a wheelchair.
I had the chance to meet someone that I think you need to know about.
Jeff is incredibly inspiring, and what he does is combine real-world examples, things that he's experienced in his life, and he's able to apply them to business.
Jeff, you are the exception.
Watch out, Dad, because Jeff Griffin is about to run you over. I was so amazed by your presentation.
And I would put Jeff on the platform of a Tony Robbins type of speaker.
His story is remarkable.
What I just witnessed was one of the most powerful events I've ever seen in my entire life. If you get a chance to go see Jeff and you don't take it, then that's on you.
Your message cut through to where no one else can.
You made me think. You made me cry. You made me go deep inside myself to make some new decisions.
It was truly incredible. I was actually captivated. It was like the world went away.
He has unlocked the secrets to even when you're in your darkest and most challenging moments, how you can turn that into finding the positive and lifting yourself to greater heights than you've ever realized before.
And I just want you all out there to know, if you haven't heard the name, Mr. Jeff Griffin, he's one of the greatest speakers alive. You don't want to miss this. Whatever you got to do to see him, if you got to take a flight, a train, a boat, if you got to crawl to get there, you want to see Griffin Motivation.
Everybody that does get a chance and does do it, it's going to change your life. I give it up to Jeff. He's changed my life, and his friendship means everything to me.
Thank you for showing me as a speaker how to be better, as a human, how to cut the crap. and as a high achiever, that there's more.
So again, if you want to bring in a great speaker who will wow your group, and they'll be talking about him for years, bring in Jeff Griffin today.
I'm here to tell you that Jeff has those tools.